This is your news source evening bulletin for today, Friday, the 26th day of June in the year 2026. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting, and here is what we're tracking tonight. A 16-year-old motorcyclist lost his life tragically last evening after being involved in an accident during a police chase, triggering protests in areas across the quarantine and forcing the launch of an investigation by the Police Office of Professional Responsibility. The young boy has been identified as high school student Aftaz King of Quarantine Berbice, who recently completed his CXC exams. Eyewitnesses have reported that the teen was forced off the edge of a road after being hit by a police patrol vehicle. The young boy lost control of his motorcycle, slamming into a utility pole, and he was flung onto the roadway, according to the eyewitnesses. The police, in a statement last evening, initially claimed that the young boy was riding his motorcycle when he attempted to evade a police patrol and collided with a utility pole, resulting in his death. The teen sustained multiple injuries to his body. His mangled body remained on the scene for a long time before eventually being taken away to the number 75 Village Hospital, where doctors officially pronounced him dead. The police said owing to the seriousness of the matter, a full investigation is being undertaken by the Police Force Office of Professional Responsibility, with the police promising that appropriate action will be taken should any criminal or disciplinary culpability be established during the course of the investigations. As protests erupted across the quarantine, with tires being set on fire and roadsway being blocked last evening, the Minister of Home Affairs, Onej Walrand, issued a statement of her own, assuring the family of the dead teen and the public that the matter is the subject of a thorough, impartial, and transparent investigation. The minister, in her late-night statement, also appealed to residents of Skeldon and other areas across the quarantine to remain calm and refrain from actions that may endanger lives, urging them that they should allow the investigation process to proceed without interference. Angry residents during their protest last evening complained about police abuses and said they are convinced that the teen motorcyclist was forced off the road by the police. A group of teens said it is almost a regular occurrence in the community, with the police chasing down motorcyclists. Today, family members of the dead young man said they are hoping for justice. His grandmother and his mother said they need justice now.
That was it. Altaf never trouble nobody. Everybody know Altaf was a good child. He's so quiet that even if he talk, he's got to ask again what you say. He don't trouble nobody. He would sit down all in school. Everybody know Altaf. Don't trouble nobody. He's such a quiet child.
In a statement demanding a thorough investigation and accountability, the People's National Congress-led APNU noted the serious allegations against the police and raised concern that after the accident, the police did not seek to offer any assistance to the youth, instead leaving his body on the roadway while making no effort to rush him for medical care. The APNU said there needs to be a full, independent, transparent, and impartial investigation into the circumstances surrounding Altaf King's death, the immediate preservation of all relevant evidence, including police records, communications, and any available video footage, and for there to be appropriate action against any individual found to have acted negligently or unlawfully. The APNU also said there needs to be the timely release of the findings to the public to ensure accountability and maintain public confidence. 16-year-old Altaf King attended the Skeldon Line Path Secondary School. In a statement, the school said Altaf was a valued student and his untimely passing has deeply affected the entire school community. More news coming up in a moment.
It all starts with one. Maybe it's one look. You know the one, or one touch, even one word. I can start with one step, or one promise, one thrill, one first time, one deep breath, one leap of faith, one day to remember, or one night to forget. One moment, so many stories that make up one crazy, average, everyday, fabulous life. We get one life. Just one. Make your move. It all starts with one.
Deck the halls with Bowser.
This is your time.
Yeah, but we didn't get all we needed last Christmas, and now we can.
Republic Bank Cash Bonanza.
Let's renovate our home and purchase appliances.
And plan a trip with the kids.
Or buy a new car.
Republic Bank Cash Bonanza. Same day approvals. Apply in person or safely online. Plus a chance to win lots of prizes. This is your time to get what you need. Republic Bank Cash Bonanza.
It's game on. And you may not be able to predict the scoreline or who will win each game. And you sure can't predict who will be the champion. But what is predictable is that Quartz has what you need to watch the games the way you want to every time. It's game on. Quartz, bringing value home.
Getting your business certified is now easier with a new online portal, helping local businesses connect directly with contractors in the oil and gas industry. From food vendors and truck owners to welders, cleaners, and suppliers, the oil and gas sector is opening doors for small businesses to grow, hire, and build stronger communities. If you own a small business, get certified with a local content secretariat. Since oil production started offshore, oil and gas companies have been investing in the long-term development of Guyana. For more information, visit lcregister.petroleum.gov.gy.
Team Extra presents Slow Jams and Ja Vinci, Saturday 11th, July 2026 at the National Park. Presents Slow Jams and Ja Vinci, Saturday 11th, July 2026 at the National Park. Early bird tickets, $3,000 until Saturday 4th, July 2026.
In the morning, like my mother said, you better live your life.
Well, President Irfan Ali has announced that the government has doubled the ceiling on mortgage interest tax relief for homeowners, declaring that persons can now deduct all interest paid on their mortgages from their taxable income. Speaking at the opening of the International Building Expo last evening, President Ali said the move is intended to put more money in the pockets of homeowners.
What does this mean in practice? It means the government is sharing the cost of your mortgage with you. That is what it means in practice, that the government is sharing the cost of your mortgage with you. We're not just giving you access to loan, we are making the government your partner in building your home. Every year, when you file your taxes, the interest you paid on your home loan comes back to you, directly reducing the tax you owe, increasing your disposable income and putting more money back in your pocket.
He described the tax break as an annual dividend to persons who decide to invest in themselves, their family, and the country.
The government has doubled the ceiling on mortgage interest tax relief for first-time homeowners. Under Section 20A of the Income Tax Act, if you're a first-time homeowner living in your own property, you can now deduct from your taxable income the full interest you pay on mortgage principal up to $30 million.
Additionally, it was also announced that the government has been working with banking institutions to ensure favorable interest rates for aspiring homeowners as another cost-saving mechanism.
We are doing this because we view homeownership as not just an economic transaction, but as a statement of belonging. When a family in Guyana owns their home, when their name is on that title, deed or transport, when their children grow up with a backyard and a bedroom of their own, when they are building equity rather than paying rent, something changes. Security changes. Aspiration changes. The relationship between citizens and nation changes.
The president said with all of those interventions by his government, there is now growing interest by persons to own their own homes. More than 67,000 new house lot applications have been received by the Central Housing and Planning Authority over the last 6 years alone, bringing the total number of current house lot applications in the system to just over 81,000. At the opening of last evening's International Building Expo at the Providence Stadium, President Irfan Ali said he believes the sharp increase in applications for house lots shows that confidence remains in the system. He assured that the government is working to clear the older backlog before looking at new applications.
What took place between 2020 and now is nothing short of extraordinary. Because of the confidence of people in knowing that they will get the house lots, the confidence of people in knowing that there is a government that is prioritizing housing, that is investing in housing, and that is delivering in housing, the application in that period grew by 60,000.
Most of the new applications are coming from young adults. As it relates to titles, President Ali said between 2020 and 2026, more than 30,000 titles were distributed, with an additional 20,000 under processing. He assured that those titles will be fast-tracked, and he also urged recipients to keep their end of the bargain to ensure that the process is completed faster.
I can assure you that what we took 5 years to process, we will not take a single year, because we're going to back the system to clear the backlog of all titles that need to be processed. But we also need the allottee to ensure from their end they're concluding their transaction to have the title delivered to them. Because whilst we have processed 30,000 titles, there are still thousands of titles in the vault awaiting delivery.
Additionally, the president said there has also been an increase in the number of applications for housing at the Central Housing and Planning Authority, including from persons who appear willing to give up their already allocated land for a young professional home. In the coming weeks, the government will be outlining a new housing development strategy, which will target different sections of the society and also prioritize the vulnerable.
We are designing a system that will allow you to have a home in which you can live in dignity. And in the coming weeks, I will outline a clear strategy of how we are going to deliver homes to people who meet this criteria. And at the same time, how we're going to invest in the low, moderate, and medium income homes.
The International Building Expo has brought together more than 350 companies and government agencies under one roof, offering information and guidance on home building, services, and products.
Venue, 4 days, endless attractions. The International Building Expo 2026 is the place to be. Join us from June 25th to 28th at the Guyana National Stadium, Providence, East Bank, Demerara for 4 exciting days of innovation, entertainment, and fun for everyone. Be there for the grand opening ceremony on Thursday, June 25th at 5:30 p.m. with free admission until 8 p.m. Admission is just $500 for adults, and children under 12 enter free. Then from Friday, June 26th to Sunday, June 28th, the Expo comes alive daily from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Bring the whole family and discover the latest in building technologies, home products, and modern living. Explore the impressive equipment zone, shop for innovative home solutions, and let the little ones enjoy the exciting game zone. Don't miss the conference seminars where experts from various organizations will share valuable information, practical tips, and the latest trends across a range of industries. And the fun continues with live entertainment from Friday to Sunday from 9:30 p.m. International Building Expo 2026, Guyana at 60, building strong foundations for a sustainable future.
Your business is built on hard work, vision, and the drive to succeed. At GBTI, we understand what it takes to grow. That's why we offer Grow, a small business service designed to help your business expand, adapt, and reach its full potential. From new opportunities to new milestones, we're here to support you every step of the way. Grow from GBTI. Progress starts here.
Washi. Hi people. Washing made so easy since I found Washi. Washing me use wash me clothes and I can say Washi soap powder wash clothes so nice. Washi soap powder leave your clothes color bright. Washi soap powder leave me clothes smelling nice, of course. So give thanks to Washi soap powder for doing my laundry right. Keep my clothes color bright. Have my clothes smelling nice for sure. I could not ask for more. Comes in lemon and original. It is a washing machine in a pack. Washi soap powder wash clothes so nice. Washi soap powder leave your clothes color bright. Washi soap powder have my clothes smelling nice, of course.
Distributors located in the Stabrook Market. GECOM will be conducting a claims and objections exercise commencing July 1, 2026 to produce an official list of electors, OLE, if you will be 18 years or older by June 30, 2026, and you are a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, or naturalization, or a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more, you are eligible for inclusion in the OLE. GECOM has posted the preliminary list of electors, PLE, in all the registration divisions across Guyana for you to check whether you are listed, and if so, whether your particulars are accurate. You can make a claim for registration, change, correction to your particulars, or you can object to the inclusion of anyone whom you believe should not be on the list. If you are desirous of making a claim or objection, you must visit the GECOM registration office responsible for your area of residence to do so. Visit the GECOM registration office responsible for your area of residence to conduct any of the above transactions. All GECOM registration offices will open Monday to Friday from 8 to 18 hours, Saturday, Sunday and holidays from 10 to 14 hours. For more information, contact the GECOM on 225-0278-9 or visit www.gecom.org.gy.
It all starts with one. Maybe it's one look, you know the one, or one touch, even one word. I can start with one step, or one promise, one thrill, one first time, one deep breath, one leap of faith, one day to remember, or one night to forget. One moment, so many stories that make
Deck the halls with Bowser.
This is your time.
Yeah, but we didn't get all we needed last Christmas, and now we can.
Republic Bank Cash Bonanza.
Let's renovate our home and purchase appliances.
And plan a trip with the kids.
Or buy a new car.
Republic Bank Cash Bonanza. Same day approvals. Apply in person or safely online. Plus a chance to win lots of prizes. This is your time to get what you need. Republic Bank Cash Bonanza.
Jamaican Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness, while heaping praise on the government of Guyana for the strides made in the housing sector, believes there is much to learn from Guyana, and Jamaica stands ready to collaborate with the country, particularly in the area of housing.
But I believe there are opportunities for Jamaica and Guyana to collaborate in the housing development sphere, particularly as it relates to labor and the deployment of new technologies in construction.
The Jamaican Prime Minister made the comments last evening while delivering an address at the opening of the International Building Expo held at the Providence Stadium. He said he will advance discussions with President Irfan Ali on how the two countries, Guyana and Jamaica, could work together to improve people's access to housing. It was explained that while Jamaica, like Guyana, is experiencing a housing boom, the country has a housing deficit of approximately 150,000.
We estimate in Jamaica that there is a housing deficit of approximately 150,000 housing solutions. The government of Jamaica has undertaken to directly provide through the various agencies of government 70,000 of those solutions. Our National Housing Trust will build 42,000 of those solutions. And we already have the plan to build that number of housing, and we have already built 10,000 of that number. And we continue to build thousands of houses every year.
However, the Prime Minister said there are constraints. Prime Minister Holness explained that the greatest constraint is not finance, but the availability of contractors who can build at a scale, in addition to the availability of skilled labor, in particular workers who can operate using new technologies and innovations. The speed of planning and construction approval at the level of government remains a constraint, the Prime Minister said. Prime Minister Holness also said the development unfolding in Guyana is fantastic. In the housing sector, the government is not simply allocating lands or building houses, but rather communities, he noted.
And Guyana has demonstrated what can be achieved when land, infrastructure, finance, and as I have seen displayed here, political will is brought together. Your housing program has involved not just housing, not just houses, but service land, roads, drainage, water, electricity. But above all, from what I have seen and all that I have heard, you are investing in building communities.
According to Dr. Holness, there is much that the region could learn from the integrated approach of housing being undertaken here in Guyana.
That integrated approach offers an important lesson for our region. We cannot plan housing separately from transportation, from sanitation, from schools, health facilities, digital connectivity, areas of employment, but more importantly, from how people live together as a community. And from what I have seen and all that I've heard, it is clear that your president and his ministers are visionary in this regard.
The Jamaican Prime Minister said based on what he has seen, the roads being built in Guyana are not simply constructed, but include other infrastructure, such as drainage, utility lines, and digital assets, with the latter used to manage traffic and improve safety and security. He said such an approach is very commendable. Prime Minister Holness was in Guyana for a 2-day official visit. Opposition party, the APNU, today called for an independent assessment of the damages of private properties following the storm in Region 2 earlier this week, claiming that the party officials who visited the affected areas are reporting that while there are damages, those damages are not as widespread as being reported. APNU Member of Parliament Sherrod Duncan told a media briefing today that the party is not questioning the relief efforts, but is raising concern about whether the response, the reporting of damage, and the management of relief and repairs are being conducted with honesty, competence, and proper oversight.
Disaster struck. Some people see strikes, some people see dollar signs, right? Some people see dollar signs. So a lot of people have swooped down there claiming that the damage is more extensive than we saw on the ground. We heard in areas you got 10 families, 10 homes that were destroyed. And we get on the ground and we don't see that extent in damages.
Duncan said there must also be an independent assessment of structural integrity of many of the government buildings in the region. APNU Member of Parliament Vince Roy Jordan also raised similar concerns, saying if damage assessments are inaccurate or inflated, public resources may be misdirected, while families who are in need are left waiting for meaningful assistance.
We support this, and so we call on the government to also act transparently in this manner and also meet the needs of those who are truly affected and ensure that they are taken care of, and that those families can also be able to stand on their feet again following this storm.
The party said the recent windstorm is also an opportunity to review all emergency preparedness procedures against the best international practices, noting that any future occurrence should receive a thorough and professional response that is anti-political. In the world of business right now, Massy, Guyana has turned the sod for a $75 million hub at Houston on the east bank of the Marara. The multi-million-dollar development project includes the construction of a state-of-the-art warehouse and the Massy Motors dealership and service center. At the symbolic turning of the sod yesterday, President and Chief Executive Officer of Massy Group, James McLetchie, said the multi-million-dollar investment is a reflection of the group's confidence in this country's economy and the commitment to thousands of customers that it is serving in Guyana, spanning more than 5 decades.
The development represents another significant investment by Massy in Guyana's future. It reflects our belief that this remarkable growth taking place in this country is not temporary. This investment reflects our belief that Guyana's future extends far beyond oil, and it reflects our confidence that the next chapter of Guyana's story will be driven by infrastructure, logistics, food security, energy technology, and most important, talent, entrepreneurship, and leadership.
He said Massy believes that lasting success comes from investing in people, building local capacity, and creating communities that remain long after any single project is completed. The chairman and country manager of Massy Guyana, Troy Bihari, said for more than 55 years, Massy has been contributing to Guyana's economic and social landscape. And today it is operating across several key sectors, from distribution and retail to automotive and lubricants to the agriculture sector, agricultural machinery, industrial gases, financial services, energy logistics, and support services. The Massy Houston hub, he said, represents the next chapter in the group of companies' journey in Guyana. Scheduled for completion within the next 2 years, the more than 190,000 square foot facility will serve as the flagship distribution center for Massy Distribution Guyana. It will feature 15 container receiving bays, 28 dispatch bays, dedicated temperature-controlled storage, modern office facilities, and warehouse automation technology.
It is a $75 million investment in Guyana. And over the next 18 months, this site will be transformed into a modern, technology-driven business hub. And at the heart of this investment is a new 200,000 square foot warehouse. This facility will significantly strengthen our distribution business and improve our ability to serve customers, retailers, suppliers, and communities across Guyana with greater efficiency, capacity, and reliability. Importantly, this warehouse will also strengthen Guyana's food security value chain. It will improve our capacity to store, move, and distribute food and essential products more efficiently and reliably, supporting a stronger, more resilient supply chain for the country.
Additionally, the Massy Motors component of the hub will include 4 vehicle showrooms and the 9,000 square foot administration building. The automotive service facilities will include multiple service bays with additional capacity for larger vehicles such as delivery trucks, tractors, and other industrial vehicles. The site will also house a body shop for vehicle repairs, a parts warehouse with dedicated parts sales area, and a separate tire battery and lubricant warehouse. Bihari said the Massy Motors component of the project will allow the group of companies to better serve Guyana's growing automotive, commercial, industrial, agricultural, and construction sectors, while creating a stronger platform for growth. Minister of Public Utilities Deodat Indar, who has a long history in business and finance, said the government welcomes the investment and the show of confidence in the economy and its future.
But what it does, Sean, what this does is sends a signal, a single, straight, direct signal that the confidence in the Guyanese economy is strong, and what it says to the Massy Group and the rest of our onlookers is that if the Massy Group, a company who is smart in thinking, who is smart in the deliberation, can invest this money in the Guyanese economy, it means that they see something that the others should be looking for if they have not seen it as yet.
Minister Indar was among officials present to witness the symbolic sod turning. Guyana's Chief Investment Officer and head of Go Invest, Peter Ramsarup, the chairman of the Massy Group, Robert Riley, and the governor of the Bank of Guyana, Dr. Gobin Kanga, were among the other officials present for the event on Thursday.
GECOM will be conducting a claims and objections exercise commencing July 1, 2026 to produce an official list of electors, OLE. If you will be 18 years or older by June 30, 2026, and you are a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, or naturalization, or a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more, you are eligible for inclusion in the OLE. GECOM has posted the preliminary list of electors, PLE, in all the registration divisions across Guyana for you to check whether you are listed, and if so, whether your particulars are accurate. If you have changed your address since you were registered, you need to visit the GECOM registration office responsible for your new area of residence to apply for a transfer. Tuesday, July 14, 2026 is the last day you can apply for a transfer during this exercise. For more information, contact the GECOM on 2250-278-9 or visit www.gecom.org.gy.
One venue, 4 days, endless attractions. The International Building Expo 2026 is the place to be. Join us from June 25th to 28th at the Guyana National Stadium, Providence, East Bank, Demerara for 4 exciting days of innovation, entertainment, and fun for everyone. Be there for the grand opening ceremony on Thursday, June 25th at 5:30 p.m. with free admission until 8 p.m. Admission is just $500 for adults, and children under 12 enter free. Then from Friday, June 26th to Sunday, June 28th, the Expo comes alive daily from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Bring the whole family and discover the latest in building technologies, home products, and modern living. Explore the impressive equipment zone, shop for innovative home solutions, and let the little ones enjoy the exciting game zone. Don't miss the conference seminars where experts from various organizations will share valuable information, practical tips, and the latest trends across a range of industries. And the fun continues with live entertainment from Friday to Sunday from 9:30 p.m. International Building Expo 2026, Guyana at 60, building strong foundations for a sustainable future.
Welcome to Churches New Amsterdam.
20 years of churches, chickens, you and us, and there is nothing missing. So many friends and strangers pass through our doors, and they always come back for more. Feel the love. Guyana, the love keeps growing, and we thankful for the support you are showing. We got so many locations and much more to come. It's gratitude and celebration. Can you feel the love? 20 years of churches, chickens, you and us, and there is nothing missing. So many friends and strangers pass through our doors, and they always come back for more. Feel the love.
Fruitopia, Fruitopia, it's the drink that's hype. The citrus punch, fruit punch tastes nice. Guava, pineapple, that give me a vibe. We no want nothing less compared to the rest. Fruitopia the best. Quench any thirst when it comes to the test. Perfect thing for my lunch, flavors pack a punch. Fruitopia, Fruitopia, it's the drink that's hype. The citrus punch, fruit punch tastes nice. Fruitopia, the drink that rocks your lunchtime.
Your business is built on hard work, vision, and the drive to succeed. At GBTI, we understand what it takes to grow. That's why we offer Grow, a small business service designed to help your business expand, adapt, and reach its full potential. From new opportunities to new milestones, we're here to support you every step of the way. Grow from GBTI. Progress starts here.
Rapidly transforming, and we're all part of it. Guyana is at the forefront of this development by providing reliable and efficient energy and supporting community development from the very core. 100% of Guyana's profit goes back to building schools, roads, and other important infrastructure that connects our cities and towns, providing fuel to domestic, marine, industrial, and aerial transportation. Guyana has now repositioned itself as a market leader in the petroleum industry, building a better future.
Feel spice power in every sip.
With your regional and international news tonight, I am Svetlana Marshall. In the region, massive search and rescue operations were underway in Venezuela on Friday as civilians and emergency workers rushed to find those trapped beneath the rubble more than a day after devastating twin earthquakes killed at least 920 people and injured at least 3,360 others, according to government officials. But time is starting to run out to ensure thousands still buried under the debris of crumbled buildings are found alive. The first few hours were the most important, said Daniela Guerra, one of the many civilian volunteers who have been showing up to destroyed sites across Caracas to help with cleanup and find survivors. The Supreme Court has ruled that the Trump administration can strip protected status from hundreds of thousands of Haitian and Syrian migrants, which has allowed them to stay in the U.S. for years. The 6-3 ruling overturned decisions by federal judges that had blocked the administration from terminating temporary protected status TPS for 350,000 people from Haiti and 6,100 from Syria. The TPS is granted to individuals whose home countries are unable to accommodate them due to war or natural disasters. In a separate ruling, the court has said that migrants arriving at the border are not entitled to apply for asylum until they set foot on U.S. soil, giving another win to the Trump administration. And finally tonight, international news. U.S. President Donald Trump has accused Iran of a foolish violation of its truce with Washington after a cargo ship passing through the Strait of Hormuz was attacked. No casualties were reported after the ship was struck by a projectile on Thursday. In response, the UN's International Maritime Organization, IMO, paused its planned evacuation of more than 11,000 sailors stranded in the key shipping lane. Trump took to Truth Social on Friday to accuse Iran of shooting at least 4 drones at traversing ships, with one hitting. Obviously, this is a foolish violation of the ceasefire agreement, he wrote. Tehran has not responded directly, but Iranian state media is reporting his remarks. The attack came after Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, warned that attempts to cross the strait along a route designated by the IMO would be unacceptable and completely dangerous, and vessels should coordinate with Iran. Iranian state media is also reporting on Friday fresh assertions from the IRGC that the strait is Iran's territory. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Svetlana Marshall, wishing you a safe and enjoyable weekend.